Hi all, welcome to our Vision Board Community Podcast. Today I am inviting to Jithin. Jithin has almost 11 plus years of experience. Jithin he recently got a one offer letter also. One is waiting. And Jithin, are you there?
Yeah, Devi, I can hear you. Hi, all.
Yeah. Hi. So, Jithin, actually, we are eagerly waiting to know about your success story. How, as an 11 years, you also know, right? 11 years, interview cracking is kind of a difficult. Not that much, but it will be like a difficult. And even though, getting a more offer letter, also another difficult part. So, how you tackle these kind of situation? How you prepare those kind of difficult situation? How many hours you invested? So can you give a brief introduction about about that things also?
Yeah, sure, sure. So, just to give a brief introduction about myself, I started my IT career back in 2013,
Mhm.
as a production support analyst,
Okay.
with an MNC.
Mhm.
Usually MNCs have those. Usually, the junior people start with production support analyst roles only. So
Mhm.
I also did the same way. They were initially. So I was working in a systems where there was no code at all, like Informatica, where we need to do SQL is there anyways.
Okay.
But my hands-on and everything was basically on Informatica, SQL, in a very low level, and also then some business applications which are meant to be like products used for banking work and all.
Mhm.
Then then I started to work on Informatica development projects and I initially had some opportunities like in the beginning of my career to switch back in 2015 and all. So that time we are not seeing we won't be seeing a hike of what we see people around this nowadays, but it will be very less. Like and also the opportunities in our around like in the surroundings are also very less. So
Okay.
then I switched my entire profile into a developer role within the firm itself. Like when one helpful thing during my career was that my managers and I had a very good rapport throughout
Okay.
my career.
Uh-huh.
So I never fell out with any of my managers. Made sure that um, both our interests were always being held together. So that was always a key for my success. Even though
Mhm.
maybe like in a salary wise maybe it was not a success, I would say, like if someone considered, but in a career wise, I had been given an on-site deputation and everything
Okay.
just after completing 1.5 years in my career and all.
Mhm.
So and also I was able to switch to developer roles in Informatica, so that all helped me a lot. And then when I came back just before the COVID, um what happened was like I thought of like always there was a plan for me to go for further studies
Okay.
in my study, yeah. And somehow luckily my wife had an opportunity to go to on site in Canada. Then I did my masters also. So in my
Mhm.
11.5 years of career I had different sort of opportunities, like, and tried it all, like even taking leave, went to studies, came back, also went for my on-site opportunities in multiple countries. Then also I came back. And then I go to, while I was doing my studies in masters, I was specializing in data science and business analytics.
Okay.
There I come across the field of data engineering. Even though Informatica can be considered as a data engineering side also,
It's like
considering
an
we are doing
OLT
an ETL
technology,
development.
right?
Yeah, all technology.
ETL. All technology, ETL
But
development.
yeah. But what fascinated me was that there is something which way beyond. So for me, it was always the transformation of data always used to be drag and drop, whether it was Informatica or Ab initio.
Mm.
Very less code we need to use, or Tableau where the coding is very easy. Like if we
Oh,
have a small knowledge and all. But I had a professor in my university, so he gave me a research project which he was
okay.
doing
Uh-huh.
on a Nova Scotian health. Nova Scotia was one of the province in Canada, so their health department gave him a project to do
Okay.
some machine learning project within Databricks. I came to
Hmm.
know Databricks at that time only in 2023. I don't know
Uh,
what it was before
because
that.
2021 only database coming into the picture. Maybe
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, machine
Yes,
learning is
yes,
adaptable in the database.
yes, yes, yes. So I came to know more about that one on that only 2023. Even my previous project, they were planning. They had some initial discussions to migrate Informatica to Databricks and all. But I came
Okay.
to know from that.
Mhm.
Then I started to work on it as a like an intern for his research project where I will be getting paid and all.
In Canada, right?
Then yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Then paid in the sense like it will be very less, just as a
okay.
research student payment and all. And
Uh-huh.
then I completed, I think, three certifications also at that time. Two were like free
Okay.
certifications and one data engineer associate. And then when I came back to India,
Mhm.
I was getting calls on my previous experience, but then I told them directly that no, I need only
Mm.
Databricks.
Mm.
I made sure that I only attend Databricks interviews. And
Okay.
also, one thing which helped me to get it was like I joined your course also. I think while I was in Canada to understand more about the use cases we have. Like there are different courses available outside, but practical level use cases we can only get from people who already worked in it.
Mhm. Yes.
So then I came across your course and I was able to get more hands-on on that. There were few more other courses also in Udemy and all, but that the questions and also those practical situations, all those things I came to know from your courses. And what I did, so that was the place when I get into Databricks, and then I started to work on a Databricks project mm, from, I think, last mm, August or something. That's when I started into the Databricks and Azure Data Factory workspace. Yeah, so that is what. Yeah,
Okay, so that was like a kind of a mixed journey, right?
yeah, yeah,
Informatics,
yeah,
yeah, then go to the like in higher studies, then coming into
yeah,
the
yeah,
database. I think
yeah.
now you almost get an offer, right? Whatever you manifested, right? As a data
Yes, yes,
engineer,
yes,
database kind of role itself with better package you achieved at this moment. And
yes,
Jithin,
yes, yes.
one more thing I'm just asking to you. For example, you already stayed like in same company for 11 or like a 10 plus years of thing. I know the
Yeah.
salary was it will be very less. So what motivation you can able to give others to like an moving into like an early stage or moving into the company will be better or staying in the same company where will be better? What is your opinion?
Um, it's always better to uh, move early, I would say. And there are two reasons for that. One can be very easy to say is monetary benefits, like salary and all. Second thing is like the chances of learning is will be always higher when you switch companies.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
personal development, continuous learning. So those sort of things can only be achieved by jumping projects. For me, what
Okay.
happens was like whenever I was trying, like I had previously tried companies. Like whenever I was jumping, my manager used to say like, "Hey,
Hmm.
wait, I'm sending you on site next week."
On
So
site.
those sort of things
Be-
used to happen. And
because you are a
yeah,
good employee, that is the
yeah,
reason
yeah,
they want to
yeah,
stay you from their
yeah,
side. That
yes,
is
yes,
the
yeah,
reason they are asking, okay, I will give you on site soon. Stay
yeah,
here
yeah,
with me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So those sort of things like and I was also getting good exposure in the client side also, so that helped me also to be there even.
Okay.
But then at some point of time I always used to realize that I need to get out of that shell
Hmm.
early,
Hmm.
because relevance of how what much we know like as per the market is a big thing. Like
Hmm.
let's now
Exactly.
it's Databricks. Nowadays data engineering is also getting replaced by AI
Hmm.
engineer and
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
Gen AI.
Hmm.
If we don't update ourselves with the latest technologies, latest whatever it is coming right now, it will be very
Recently,
difficult.
Fabric also coming, like an
Yes,
end-to-end
yes,
system
Fabric also.
building. Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah. So
every year new technologies will be coming into the market. We need to adapt it. Otherwise, other people will be coming out, right? So that is the situation at this moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true.
that is true. That is very important. And
That's
one more question, Jidin. Like, and for
hmm
example, if the people are preparing, because when I am connecting with people, they are told me, Devi, 11 plus 10 plus years of experience, people, we are really struggle to crack the interviews and all. Can you tell
hmm
me how the interview process? What are the things learned crack those kind of interviews?
Okay. I also had the doubt, like a
Mm,
self-doubt, when we start. Like, there are a lot of people I in within the community itself. I have reached out to understand
mm,
how they approached or how they prepared for the interview. Very first thing we need is like a confidence within us, right? We can crack it.
exactly.
Um, and one thing, the basic thing which I got, why I can do is that I have seen people coming from outside companies and joining our firm
Mm,
and still not understanding a lot of things. Like, even though they might be like able to crack the interview, they are not able to do some basic activities which I faced in my workplaces. Like, I used to take interviews in my of company for Databricks people and all.
okay.
So I have seen how people used to answer questions confidently, or how they are not able to crack some basic things and all. So I thought, like, why can't us, like, why can't me, why shouldn't I go and do an interview? Then why I am stopping myself, just saying that I am 10 plus years of experience. um, Whoever who called me as of now, I just started searching for jobs in maybe 1 month. It will be just only 1 month now.
Okay.
So whoever asked me has never told me, like, what were you doing in the last 10 years?
Hmm.
Never asked me, like, why didn't you switch early? No
Hmm.
one even asked me.
Hmm.
The only question they asked me is like, why are you switching now? That's like
Okay.
a common question which asked to even for the 1 year or 2 year experience guy. So
Uh-huh.
it's just an inhibition within ourselves that 10 years of experience means end of career. That's
Hmm.
wrong.
That is a
There
wrong
are people who
thing,
are
right?
even switching after 20 to 25 years in the same company.
Hmm. Hmm.
I am personally knowing people who do that, and also that's also in technical stream and also in managerial stream.
Okay.
So self-confidence is the first thing, and second
Hmm.
thing is like, try to put 1 hour or 2 hours daily
One learning.
on the learning. Yeah, or learning in the sense like basics should be there.
Hmm.
Like, if you're
Hmm.
learning Databricks, make sure you learn what Spark and the architecture of Spark, and also what each and everything in a Spark code means to be.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can crack for in like for my interview in my current company, like which I passed. I had only one coding inter question on
Okay.
both the first and second round of technical rounds.
Hmm.
All the
Hmm.
other
Hmm.
questions were practical questions only.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, like, what will you do in this scenario? What will you do in this scenario? Which will
Hmm.
be enough to for them to get an idea of what sort of basics he's coming from.
Okay.
So I tried to, like, even when so from the community we used to get the questions, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
I doesn't stop myself just to get the answer from the questions. I try to go to maybe ChatGPT or maybe to Google to get down to the place where, like, why this question need to be asked, like in which scenario this questions can be coming from. So that helped me a lot.
Oh,
And
great.
also I used to refer to YouTube videos. There is like maybe that will be helpful for a community. There is a uh, YouTube video of a person called Afaq Ahmad.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
I think he works in Uber or Atlassian, I think.
Okay.
So he very detailed explains the Spark, or whatever the small things which we miss in interviews. So
Okay.
those sort of videos are there where we can go ahead and watch those interviews and watch those videos, and then we will get a basics. From there, it is very easy when someone tries to switch the questions in between, so that we can crack it.
Oh,
So
great.
the question bank was really helpful to understand like what sort of questions we ask,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then also the experience people share in the community, vision board community, like on what all questions they are getting in each
In
interview.
the
So that's
WhatsApp
how
group,
the
they'll
preparation
be
was.
sharing also like their own
Yes,
experience, right?
yes.
That I think
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
lots of people are sharing their
Yeah, yeah.
behavioral questions. So when we are going through that one, we can get an idea. Okay, but I think 10 plus years of experience, they'll be more asking about more scenarios, optimization,
Yes,
and
yes.
system designs, right? Compared
Yes,
to
yes.
other roles.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mostly the questions are coming from that side only. But
Ah, ah,
but
ah.
we need to one thing is like we need to like don't we should not keep an inhibition within ourselves that we won't be having opportunity. That's the first thing because I also had this self-doubt of myself, like 11.5 years in the same company. Am I like worth enough? So that's the question we always used to will get. Like, am
Mm-hmm.
I worth enough to go to an interview and crack it?
Mm.
Because I know that I am able to. I have worked in scenarios where people might be difficult to handle on in like within in the front of the clients or in. So there is no problem at all. Anyone can crack it if they have a confidence of themselves. So I started my search on 1st of February basically. So now it's
Okay.
15th of
Okay.
14th of
That
March. Yeah. So
that
1st of
means
February.
only one more month,
Yeah,
right?
one and
That's
a half
it.
months. Yeah, I
One and a
just
half
created a
month.
Naukri profile. I created a Naukri profile. I thought like okay because I when I was talking to some of our students, I didn't even create the Naukri profile because I
Uh-huh.
had the doubt still in me like can I do it or not.
But
Then I
you
just
prove it, right? You prove it.
yeah
You
yeah
can
I
able
thought
to
of
do that one.
yeah. So I think on 1st or 2nd of February I told my wife like anyway I'm going to do it. Let's
Uh-huh.
create the profile. Let's see what comes. And this
Okay.
IBM interview like and speaking confidently, like, is one of the another thing which we need in front
Mm.
of the interviewer.
Yes.
Even it is blunt what we are saying,
Mm.
be confident on what. Like, don't say something which is like not related to what you are doing, but be confident on what you are trying to prove to your interviewer. Like, even if they say, like, okay, no, we can't do this, and you can suggest him like, no, why I am going in this way is because of this and this. So those sort of thing help me with because IBM interview was really tough for me,
Okay. How
the
many
first round.
rounds, Jithin, actually, in the
uh, 3 rounds were there. So
three
first
rounds?
round was a basic
Okay.
Databricks questions and all,
Okay.
which like very direct one. Second round was a he was going through maybe the entire Azure stack.
Hmm.
Data Factory, Synapse he didn't ask much. Data Factory he
Okay.
asked a lot of scenario based questions.
Because Synapse is
Then
retiring, right? Maybe that is the
yeah,
reason
yeah,
he's not asking.
yes, yes. Then Databricks he went to Databricks. He went to CI/CD. Uh, whether I worked on Terraform. So those sort of
Okay.
things were there.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so, but mostly he questions to understand how we know about all those things. Like
Hmm.
how
Okay.
can we? So this is the scenario. Like let's say this is there. What you will do in this case. So that will touch basically 2 or 3 stuff within Azure itself. So he's
Okay.
looking at that. And
Mm-hmm.
I tried to explain in a way that he might not be expecting the answer, but since our classes and all, we all know what it is can be. So I will try to suggest him like even my answer will also work.
Okay. Okay.
So those sort of ways where I able to crack an IBM interviews. I even had a there were some interviews which I don't know why it went on into a ghosting situation where they are not replying anymore. They said like they will. So in that interview also with Genpact, I think they were asking a lot of. Is in a first interview was pure technical. Second interview
Hmm.
was scenario based.
Scenario based.
And
Okay.
one of the main thing which can affect with the senior resources is which I faced in my previous job, like calls, interviews, and all is like they might directly try to put you in an architect role.
Oh, okay. Okay. 11
Yeah.
plus years, right? That is the
Yes.
reason.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then they might expect you to know a lot of data governance, data modeling.
Yes.
So it's if you are a 11 plus years person, I would suggest you to spend some time in learning data modeling concepts, which is not that much tough. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
try to learn maybe 1 or 2 hours, like maybe not even that. Like even you spend a few minutes on a YouTube video, you will learn what dimensional modeling, data modeling.
Hmm.
Those sort of things you if you know, and data governance techniques and all.
That is
So
under
those sort of
system
things are
design, right?
yeah, system design and all. Yeah,
Okay, system design, right? Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that
So
part we need to concentrate actually 11
yes,
plus
yes,
years of
yes.
experience people.
Yeah, if you are, because that's the one place where they might be able to understand whether you have the basics or not.
Okay,
Like
okay.
when we say we have created SED2 or SED1 dimensions in our resume, they might
Hmm.
ask you like, why you need an SED2, like what is another sort of dimension, what is confirmed dimension, or what is factless
Hmm.
dimension,
Oh, that is
factless fact
also they are
table. So
asked,
those,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they might go
Mhm.
to that, like they might try to prove each of our resume points, like whether it's right or not, whether he worked in those or not. So
Okay.
dimensional modeling. So some of the questions they asked us on data architecture only,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So those were these are, this will be the tough points when you have that much experience in your resume and trying to switch.
Okay.
Like maybe once you move, also they might be expecting that much of experience from you and you when you work on. So even if you
Mm-hmm.
get the offer letter, I would suggest to learn further. Like don't stop learning
Mm-hmm.
at all. Because my mantra was that only, like even after 7 years, I think I completed 8 years when I went to my masters. So
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted, I always have that thing with me, like I want to study. If I am
Mm-hmm.
getting uh because my initial always my plan was to like even try to help people by getting them classes. I'm even also trying to see whether I can start any course of my own
Mm-hmm.
regarding data engineering and try to help people in YouTube and all, because that
Mm-hmm.
can help. Even though if it's not helping for getting them jobs, it can help in many ways. Like in some situations in my current job also, like what we Devi or some other people who do the to the people around us is like they can help us in real scenarios as well. Say, I was stuck in a place where I couldn't help in an SED dimensional modeling in my current project. So
Mm-hmm.
I went through your code base and I also went through someone else's code base to use that in my project right now.
Exactly. We can
So
easily understand. Okay,
yeah,
such
yeah,
a way
yeah.
it will be helpful for our project also.
Yes, yes, yes. So those sort of things can be also helpful. So my
Definitely.
aim is also in one day maybe to start teaching and all. But yeah,
Definitely,
that's another
Jithin.
discussion. Yeah, yeah. But the continuous learning is the one thing which we need to do. Like
Every
thinking
time.
about tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow. That won't work.
Mhm.
If you do it today, it might work. If you're thinking like,
Exactly.
okay, tomorrow I will set up, I will start preparing. Tomorrow I will create my
Especially we are
profile.
in IT field, right? Every
Yes,
day we
yes.
need to update ourselves. Then
Update
only
ourselves. Yeah.
we can able to stay in the company or stay in the
Yes,
community.
yes.
Otherwise, we are always outdated. So you are
Yeah, yeah.
telling
And
absolutely right.
we
We
are
need to
always
learn.
replaceable also.
Exactly. We are always replaced. That is the correct word.
Yes, yes. We are always replaceable, and technology is always getting outdated.
Exactly.
And my next aim is to get into AI technology. So my plan is that one. Like even I'm getting a job on IBM tomorrow or any other places tomorrow, I am okay to take that, but I will try to continue to be in a learning mode.
Actually,
Um,
in the Azure also moving to AI actually these days.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Autopilot, everything is coming. I think the
yeah,
data
yeah,
is also autopilot mode. So they are also
yeah.
aiming to everything will be automated, like an AI based system.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes,
definitely, Gideon. So that is the right path. In the data engineering side also, we need upgrade ourselves every time,
yes,
every
yes,
year.
yes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Thanks, Jithin. Anyway, your valuable time, like, and will help you lots of people because whatever the points you mentioned, right? So I will be really
Mm-hmm.
thankful
Yeah.
to you. I will be grateful to you. So I wish you will get all more offer letters soon.
Thank you so much. I have to thanks you also
Thank you,
for
Jithin.
all the materials you have provided, all the classes you have took. It takes effort to like after the working hours also to take time and help uh, people to get into new projects and all. There might be bigger changes you might be doing in their life, which you
Exactly.
might not
Because
realize. Yeah, yeah.
yesterday you told me like offer one Devi, offer one Malayalam. So I was really like very happy at that moment. So because
Yeah, yeah,
someone in our community getting an offer, right? So we are knowingly or unknowingly, that is completely their effort, but we
yeah,
are
yeah.
as a part of their effort, right? So their happiness, their positivity coming into our life also.
Yeah,
So it
that's true.
was
That's
really nice actually. That
yeah,
is the
yeah.
reason suddenly I
Because
asked you, Jithin, can you
yeah,
share
yeah,
your experience? Like a kind of a positivity, because I was
yeah, yeah.
really sad yesterday because some hectic work schedules and all. But
Uh-huh.
suddenly you send a message, Devi, I got an offer. My mood was completely changed. I was happy. When I come back to again sit on work, I completed all the work actually. So that is the reason, that kind of positive changes, some offer letters or
Yeah,
some
yeah,
happiness when we're sharing others.
yeah, yeah. My life was also like with the before all this and all, self doubt was always there because we see
Okay.
people getting hired in other companies like friends or somewhere else. So those questions and self doubt always comes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but always like maybe what I was to do is like I used to share all my things to my spouse, and then we will always like say that yeah, one fine day everything will be fine. So I think it was yesterday. My fine one fine day everything was fine, and even I have not um I don't know but my current company is going to do, like whether they are going to do something with this one. But still, what happened with the offer which I get yesterday was like it helped me get my confidence back. So
Okay.
that's one thing. So that is the main thing which I got yesterday. Even if I don't know whether I will join or not, but what happened yesterday was like I got my confidence back that yeah, I can able to do some things which I thought
Yes.
will be impossible a few days back.
Yes. Great.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly, Jithin. That is the one.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Jithin. Thank you for your
No
time. Thank
worries.
you so much.
No worries. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Devi. Also, like I will be there anyways in the community going forward
Sure.
also.
Sure, Jithin.
Yeah, if you need anything or if
Definitely,
I want
we
anything,
need,
I will definitely reach out.
definitely, definitely, Jithin, we need actually. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, bye then. Bye. See you.